pathwaysoflight.org. Welcome to the reading, A Course in Miracles Workbook Lesson 65, Insights. My only function is the one God gave me. The mindfulness practice today is one of the most important practices for me to continue. It helps me step out of automatic mode and pay attention to the thoughts that I am allowing into my mind. These thoughts are not forced upon me. They come by invitation, whether I recognize it or not. Dwelling on these thoughts or sitting in these thoughts only reinforces them. If I truly want to be aware of the function God has given me, I must recognize other goals as the barriers they are and be willing to hand them over to the Holy Spirit. When the Holy Spirit shines the light of truth on them, they are seen as empty, meaningless thoughts. As these thoughts disappear, peace replaces them. Quiet replaces them. Awareness that love is all that is replaces them. Happiness that comes from the deepest place within me replaces them. Practicing the exercise in today's lesson brings to my attention how much I still need continued mind training. Thoughts of meaningless stories which replace my awareness of the function God gave me come up again and again. The practice of taking each of these thoughts to the Holy Spirit to be undone is a very important practice. My untrained mind still wants to make the stories real. Thoughts repeating the past come up, and I am still attracted to believe in them. This practice is so powerful. I have deep gratitude that I have such a beautiful and simple means to awaken right here in my mind. There is nothing in the outside world that can give this to me or take it away. I am willing to stick with this practice, and gradually my willingness will expand day by day so that the function God gave me will be the only one I want and the only one I need. Mind training that heals my mind is, as Jesus suggests today, to sink deeply, deeply into the silence of my true being. The healing is beyond thoughts, beyond worries. In this place of deep quiet and deep peace, there I am. In this place, I am renewed. And as I return to the world of perception, I bring that deep quiet, that deep calm, that deep peace with me. I am so blessed when I am willing to quiet my mind and enter into the stillness of my being. I know that as I follow the suggestion Jesus makes to state the lesson and move beyond all words, Jesus guides me as I sink deeply into the deep well of my true being. This deep peace and deep sense of calm, nurturing love feels more whole and more real to me each time I remember who I am. In the one mind, there is no need for healing or for doing. There is only my being, and I am whole. As I relate to today's idea, I clearly see in this life experience that all the goals I have invented for myself have one thing in common. They serve or attempt to serve to fill or fulfill anything I think is lacking within myself. Planning for my own salvation through a limited perspective can call for lots of struggle and pain. In the whirlwind of this illusory experience, I forget what each moment is for. And as I forget, I slip back into the bizarre idea that I am alone and need to save myself. I need to make plans for my future. I need to punish myself for my past. And I always need to make sure that I am not at peace in the present. Forgiveness is the door to happiness, the happiness which we are all trying to achieve. There is nothing unholy about wanting happiness and joy. It's just if we realize that we are not sustaining it in every moment, it might be helpful to accept that this is a result of setting goals about a business we don't understand. It's at this point that I can say I'm grateful for a friend, one the Course refers to as the Holy Spirit, the expert advisor, whose only goal is to share happiness with us. One who remembers in every moment that happiness is now and that we are happiness. The only thing that keeps us from sharing it is holding on to the limited ideas about ourselves. If we can accept this as true, then it's a relief and celebration that forgiveness is our only function. It's a relief to know that every moment or any moment need not be dedicated to planning my own salvation. So this means I'm free each moment I allow myself to live in this truth. My experiences aren't spent seeking that which fulfills me, but instead, all my moments are filled with joy simply because I am assured that joy is mine and mine to share. I can't make it happen because it is already happening. The question is, am I willing to be with it and trust it, to know it, to love it, and be certain that this way of life can be far more exciting than any of us together can possibly imagine? Yes, I am willing. As I watched my mind and the thoughts that paraded through it, I was struck by the sense that pervades this world, that the body is innately sinful and unacceptable as it is. The fashion, cosmetic, and toiletries industry represent a huge part of our economy. Great effort is spent to cover up, paint, decorate, reshape, and hide the body. Much of our time is either spent investing in these things, using them, or earning the money to get them. These are some of the goals that interfere with accepting the goal God gave us. The body is believed to be sinful only because we believe ourselves to be sinful and we identify with the body. It is the underlying belief that we have harmed God by separating from Him that manifests as embarrassment about the body and its image. It's not the body that is the problem or needs to be fixed or covered up. It is the belief that we really separated from God that needs healing. That is why the function given us by God in this world is to forgive ourselves for what we did not do in truth, but believe we have done. This is how we save ourselves and save the world. This is how we accept our unity with God and receive His joy and His peace. This is how we give joy and peace to the world. I put myself in the hands of Holy Spirit today to let Him guide my mind to see what is truly valuable and what is valueless because it is meaningless. He will guide me to the joy of fulfilling my only function. pathwaysoflight.org